We have this one from Black Lives Matter, New York.
Big. Call him a hero. How? Would Daniel Penny be a hero if Jordan Neely was white? No. He'd be a man that went too far. But that's America. Black lives do not matter to you. They didn't matter in the 2000s. They didn't matter in the 50s and 60s. They didn't matter in the 1800s. Black lives do not matter in America. Black people don't mean anything to white America. Spit.
All right, so I want y'all to pay attention to all of these microphones. Everybody out here, they got ABC, they got CBS News, they got a whole lot of, look at all the microphones, bro. Everybody want to hear from Black Lives Matter as they complain about how white America don't respect, don't love, and absolutely despise Black people. Before I start talking, though, I want to make sure that I play another one for you, and then I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on this whole thing. All right, and I might even play it again since it's a really small clip. It's only 30 seconds because I want us to really have a nice conversation. We're all adults here, and we can probably get something done. You know what I mean? Something more productive than this. But because complaining is not going to do a damn thing. All right, it didn't. So let me go ahead and play this one first, and then we'll move on. Okay, here we go. This right here is very interesting right here.
America has not changed, and I hate to say it, it may never change. And people who keep asking, are we going to riot? Are we going to protest? Is that what's needed? Do glass have to break? Do cars have to burn for a Black man to get justice in America? We can't show up with peace. We can't show up with facts. We can't show up with evidence and witness after witness. You give us nothing. And then you ask us to love this country. America hates Black people, and we see it from that jury pool. America has not changed, and I hate to say it, it may never change. And people who keep asking, are we going to riot? Are we going to protest? Is that what's needed? Do glass have to break? Do cars have to burn for a Black man to get justice in America?
Now, here's my 2 pennies. That young Black man who got unalived by Daniel Penny, that would not have happened if Black America would have showed more interest in his mental health. If Black America did not speak so freely and so boldly in giving people a pass for our wrongdoings, I believe we could have helped this young man much better if he had been locked up for the crimes that he committed. He was actually released at that time off of some program that he was on after punching a 67-year-old woman in the face. Now, let me tell you this. This young lady, she's extremely passionate. And the man, he's extremely passionate too. They both come from Black Lives Matter, New York. And I'm certain, no, I'm not certain, but I can only hope that they aren't raising young people like Mr. Neely, who was unalived by Daniel Penny, who just feel like they can go out there and do whatever they want with no consequence. We have been teaching people how to grow online. It's been absolutely amazing. We have 3 people who have been able to reach monetization in less than 30 days. Growing YouTube channels, some from 0 people. We have one guy who had 2 subscribers before he started working with me. He started helping him. His views went up 4.8 million%. We're super excited. If anybody ever want to grow on YouTube, you reach out to me with the word coach. What's happening right now is they're way too late, and they're usually super late to the party. This dude needed far more help way before then. He committed more than 40 crimes. He's been in and out of jail like crazy. Where was Black community? Where was the Black community then? He was sleeping inside of a train station. Where was the Black community then? Where are all the loving Black Lives Matter shoulders and rooms? Are you giving rooms to people like Mr. Neely? RIP to him. Are you giving counseling to Mr. Neely? RIP to him. See, one thing we like to do is hold other people accountable, but not our own. We don't want to hold other black people accountable. I think that's BS, bro. I hold my own children accountable. I will hold Mr. Neely accountable. But for some strange reason, we feel like we got to break windows, break glass, and burn up cars and get out there and riot. In order, we got to yell and be belligerent and angry and upset all the damn time. We're always way too late. That's like a mom going down to a school, beating the hell out of her kid in front of the classroom for acting bad and cursing and not listening to the teacher. But when he's at home, none of that stuff is being reinforced. You're not reinforcing, you're cursing around him. You're doing all this grown-up stuff in front of this kid, in front of this child. Every time he gets in trouble, you might beat his tail, but you still go out there and you buy him the new Jordans. You treat him as if he's one of the good kids. You never hold him accountable. And then when the streets get him, then you want to get on the microphone and say how unfair things are, how America don't love black people. In my opinion, I humbly say, miss me with that BS. White America is tired of hearing about that stuff, bro. They ready to see us perform. We need to show them better than we can tell them. Getting out there and constantly saying that white America this and white America that. Come on, that's lame. It's lame. Because there weren't only white people on the train that Mr. Neely was threatening. It was all different cultures. It was black people on that train too. What do you say about that? How do you protect those victims before it even gets to this point? That's where I am with it. Black Lives Matter on these microphones, talking to all of these different news stations, news channels, talking about how angry they are and how America don't love black people. Okay, and what you gonna do about it? Grow the hell up. Put on your big boy and big girl draws. You get out there and you handle your business, and you change. You make sure that you put things in line to completely disrupt generational curses, to change the way that our families move. How about that one? This is excuses that we're throwing out, and we're far too late. We could have saved that man's life way sooner if we would have held him accountable. So miss me with all that BS, man.